Welcome. It's Tarot Me More. This is our artboard edition because we couldn't get to the beach today. It's raining, windy, and it's kind of chilly, guys. I gotta be honest with you. It's probably in the 60s. Pretty cold. So, if I can do this, be up close and personal. Y'all sleeping in. It's the Morning Quickies, and we'll start with Aries as usual. Let's get my energy on here, focus. Love and light, so serves greatest good. What can we say? Spirit for Aries here, we might be watching. Quickie. This is Weekend Quickies, I gotta say. Okay. First weekend in April. Aries time. Really, it should be the sun. You know, look at your solar return charts by all means. I really look at those. I don't look at them a lot, but I look at them once really good. You see, really helps you see what the year's got in store for you, where your energy wants to be. Okay, Aries, so the bottom of the deck, we're going to have the Five of Wands here. Actions, wands are actions. This can be like also feeling like no matter what action you take, maybe you try different things. As I'm talking about this, I hear a baby crying. I'm not saying you're a baby crying, but I'm saying it's like, yeah, energy of not being happy, maybe trying to figure things out, but like no matter what you do, nothing works. In a relationship, it's often bickering, and it's that kind of bickering that underlies, something more. I'll start with that, with you, Aries. Wow. I like that for Aries. I mean, in this deck, it's here, the Gilded Tarot Royale. That is a robust pentacle. And I think it really represents the pentacle, you know. And this is your energy in and around relationships, where your heart's at about relationships. And I mean, look at it as very centered. Being an Ace of Pentacles, being that this is you, this is not like your other person, this is not an answer or guidance from Spirit. It's more just trying to look at where your heart is really at, and you're steadfast, you know, and centered. And it's like, even though there's something going on with this Five of Wands, I look at this and this a lot, kind of see where we're at ourselves, and you're steady through this, you know, and this isn't so bad. This is not even as bad as the Five of Swords. They actually have swords, you know, and it just means even more in your mind it would be. So maybe you're having these trials and tribulations and you're feeling, but you're just doing you and being steady. And we have here the Six of Cups. So, you know, I like to see that too, just because it's a cup. And so this is steady and strong and being you. But with the Six of Cups here, this is where you're at now. I always like to look at it as maybe while you're watching a reading. It's feeling vulnerable, you know, it's nostalgia, yeah, and all that. Could be soulmate stuff, but I think this is like about feeling vulnerable, you know, because you have to try to be strong. We have to be strong, so you kind of channel your strong self. For an Aries, probably not that hard. And then now, in terms of relationships, you want someone you can let your hair down with, be yourself. You can give them access to the soft underbelly of your soul. That's what the Six of Cups here is, Aries. You want someone. You want to be able to feel free and feel good about giving them full access to the soft underbelly. That's your IC in your birth chart, the moon. Yeah, look at the synastry of that. Let's see what the outcome here. Wow. Look, what can you say? It's a 2. Two of Cups. This is really beautiful. I was like, as I was doing it, I was like, I really want to feel some emotion here. I'm a little bit crying now. It's like, wow. There's a reason why you're feeling this energy, because it's true. You know, this person, look, they're meeting you with their cup, and you're coming from a really strong place. You know, having run some kind of gauntlet. You know, run a gauntlet to get through to your safe space, your new love. Congratulations, Aries. I love that one, you know. Thank you, Spirit. And thank you, Aries. And now, we're going to do Taurus here on Artboard Edition, because couldn't get to the beach due to the rains and storms. So, you know, I'm just about crazy enough as a Sagittarius. I was thinking about it, but man, it's cold out there. It might even be like it might be down to 68 or something. Ridiculous. Sort of kidding, not really. With the rain and the wind. Oh my God, it's beautiful though. I mean, when you live here and it's hot, it's like you're so grateful for this nice weather. We consider nice. So Taurus, here we are. This is the second. This is the weekend quickie here, I like to point out. First weekend in April. Dead on Aries season. Everything moving direct. Uranus churning through your sign. Bottom of the deck, you got the Eight of Cups. So, overall energy. Walking away. Walking away from something in the past, something now. I don't know. Let's see where you're at. Wow. Okay. Let's see. You're walking away in a chariot. The Eight of Cups in a chariot, I mean. Is that not moving away? So, you know, really to me, the chariot now brings in a real spiritual element to it. And I'll stay off the table. So, a real spiritual element to this walking away. And could even bring in the possibility that even be it a physical walking away from someone, moving away, it involves a inner movement of your belief systems and awareness, the chariot, you know, kind of figuring something out and feeling like you're in the groove. You often feel when you have the chariot energy, this is you in and around relationships, Taurus, you know, almost tingly, like you know something's going to happen, like, you know, you just feel like you're clicking, maybe. Mm-hmm. So the walking away was good so far, what I'm seeing here. This is how you're feeling. It was a pretty cool way to be in relationships, you know. Pretty wide open and positive. See where you go with this. Right into strength, guys. Taurus, mercy. Leo, of course. Could be your person, because it's kind of where you're at now. Kind of what is your question more, like what's on your mind here. Let's see. And a Six of Cups. Kidding me. So, wow. Moving away from really, it doesn't matter what, Taurus or who. But with the chariot too, I think like if it is a person or was a person, with the chariot you would really move away. It's almost like, yeah, you move out and then you leave the country, or you move out and leave the state or something. In a metaphorical sense too, where you don't dwell on them, you don't give them second, third chances, and you know, all that. Could have been any amount of time here recently, years ago, but you really move away and you get your strength here. And you know, if this is your person, Taurus, then you know, relationships are a mirror, so you're bringing in your own strength here. That's what that tingling you're feeling and stuff is. You're calling in your own part of yourself that's strong, that's Leo. Maybe you have a Leo in your 7th house, you're an Aqua rising or something. But look, what an outcome. Six of Cups. This is really good. So, Wow. Thank you, Taurus. That's for your quickie for 2nd of April. And now we're going to do Gemini. Welcome, guys. This is the Artboard edition due to the guy and mother closing the beaches. Not with edicts, but rain and heavy winds. And I considered it. I was a Sagittarius. I said, you know, but no, it's just too cold. It'd be so hard to keep the cards from blowing away. You know, but it'd be like those weathermen that for some odd reason have to stand out in the rain and get soaking wet. So Gemini, 2nd of April, light and love, serves the highest good. Come on, Spirit, there's something here. Helpful, meaningful. Geminis might be watching a Morning Quickie for the weekend. First weekend in April here, full on Aries season. What do we got? So for the bottom of the deck, my favorite card, yes, the Fool. Kind of love the Fool. Sagittarius, Sun, Jupiter, Mercury, and Mars. But I love the Fool. But yeah, let's see. Excuse me. So this is like saying, wow, wide open, Gemini. Wide open. It's like, let's see what in the wide world that Gemini's gotten themselves into. Queen of Swords. Okay, well, it's something you're being very practical about. And you know what? A Queen of Swords could be a Gemini card. I mean, technically. It could be more Libra. And so whatever you're doing here for energy of you in and around relationships, you're being yourself, you're being honest. I mean, you're doing everything right. The only potential downside, and you know, it's like the Fool. Right now, I'm like, what is Gemini doing? Because I'm just, it could be anything. You could be up to anything. Could be taking over a small country in Africa. I don't know what you're doing. Who knows? But you're exercising this assertiveness, this mental clarity, no kind of nonsense attitude. You're not. The Queen is not really worried like about the past and what ex-boyfriends, girlfriends did to them or didn't do to them in past situations. They're never worried about like, how I look in this magnificent dress, or am I worthy of this person? Because pretty much they're always just naturally thinking like, are you worthy of them? What can you do for their kingdom, king, queen, right? So that kind of energy with the Fool. So, this ain't no fool, okay? Maybe this is your new start. Maybe you've gotten to this position and you weren't like this always or something, but now it's like you got it. Gemini, you clicked into that Queen of Swords energy in yourself, man. And wow, I absolutely love this. The High Priestess comes in, and this is asking the questions, going deep, diving into the intuition, the spirituality, the 8th, the 12th houses, seeking guidance and wisdom and being receptive. Very nice balance to the Queen of Swords, because I was asking in my mind, I don't think I said, but the only downside to a Queen of Swords in this position, it might be a little quick to cut, because she's like, could be the energy of like, I'm not playing, and being a little triggery, but I don't think so because of the High Priestess. I think you've really even got that into balance. So now you're actually challenging the very highest levels of your Queen of Swords energy. So your boundaries are good, healthy boundaries. You will not allow toxicity. You're like you're a no narcissist zone. You don't even have to say it. It's probably just like this vibratory energy that like protects you, from them, And let's see what the future has in store for you. 5 of Pentacles. I'm going to say this because it's really strong with this 5 of Pentacles. Whoever you're thinking about, if you're thinking about someone, Gemini, or whoever's going to come very soon into your relationship picture, okay? Because so far it's kind of been about you. Okay, I think this here is about your other person. I'm going to clarify it. But they're either physically poor, but I think what this is really saying is they're not going to be good enough for you, basically. And sometimes that can take a minute to figure out if it doesn't come to you immediately, because you may go around and this and that, but oftentimes, you know, the physical poverty is enmeshed there with that lack mentality in themselves and stuff. And, you know, look, you're channeling the Queen of Swords here, you know. You want your king, you know, or at least a knight, just metaphorically here. And Seven of Cups. Okay, I gotta tell you, it's like this person's not good enough, and I don't know how to say it other than saying it. And, or, you know, instead of saying like that, I guess I could say, they're just not your cup of tea. That's like, hey, you know, I thought you were my cup of tea, but not really. And I think you're going to move on. And this is just Seven of Cups energy, and you having a lot of options or opening up emotionally. It's like, maybe, I don't know, it's just like a speed bump, you know, soulmate. These different, so this is your speed bump, soulmate. You're just going to go, ba-dum-ba-dum. And then, you know, you're off into your Seven of Cups energy, Gemini, which I think is good energy for you. You know, you'll be, once you can release yourself being this Queen of Swords and balanced by this High Priestess energy, and you're starting with the Fool. I mean, you could go anywhere, Gemini. So let me know where you go, and thank you, guys. Okay. And now, we're going to do for April 2nd, the Morning Quickies here for Cancer friends. And this is the Artboard edition, because the guy and mother closed the beach. All right. And let's knock this out close here. Hope this works. Yeah. Trying to keep my elbows off the table. Okay, so this is the 2nd of April already, 2021. Looking for help in spirit, you know. Help for why over a Cancer would be wanting to listen to a Quickie Tarot reading. Okay. Let's see what we got. Shuffle for Cancer. Deck. Six of Pentacles. Okay. Let's see. Six of Pentacles. Wanting to bring something into balance. Six of Pentacles for overall energy. Keeping something in balance. Something majorly in balance. Finances, your life, everything. And Two of Pentacles here, this is your energy, kind of how you're feeling about relationships right now, what's going on. In, yes, decision, we'll see, but also, this is good energy, even if it is a decision. Decisions are nice to sometimes have it. When things are really bad is when you don't have a decision to make, you know. Having a decision to make is not a bad thing. But this also can be managing your life very well and having it in balance. I see the Two of Pentacles a lot that way. Just doing it, getting everything right, doing what you need to do. But it takes energy, you know, to keep those coins going and wow the world. So, kind of while you would be asking a question, or what question you might have for tarot, I see with this position in the world. What a beautiful card too, in the Gilded Royale here. My sense is like you're preparing for something, and I gotta say, like, take this as a metaphor. You're like preparing for your graduation from college, and that's the Six of Pentacles. So this involves studying, maybe to actually finish something that has to be finished, one last thing, or saving money, working and preparing and getting your life ready, balancing things. Maybe you know that once as a metaphor, you graduate, then, you know, you're going to have to do something and move on into this new part of your life. And here with the Two of Pentacles is you doing this very successfully. Between the Six of Pentacles, you've really been focusing on you, focusing on basics. You've got your stuff together, but you know with the world that something is changing. And I'm saying you could even just actually know. You know you're going to retire. You got a great retirement coming. You know you're going to graduate. You already have a great job lined up in exactly the field that you want. Or it could just be a feeling. You've been going along, doing the right things, doing you, getting stronger, being the best Cancer you can be. And you have this sense that you're ready to go to a new level in your life, or you're at a new level. Just like you're somewhere that you weren't before. You won't tolerate things you did before. You don't need problems. You don't have problems you had before. You're at a different level now. And the Fool. God, I love it. I love the Fool. So, in your outcome here in the future, this is fantastic, you know. Look at this. The World is the last major arcana. Okay, that's it, right? And then what happens? The Fool happens. You go back to zero. That's it. And that's crazy. So your whole life now is full of all these opportunities, Cancer. And with the Fool, it's like, who the fuck knows? I mean, that's the Fool. You don't know. You know, the Fool isn't afraid. The Fool isn't worried about, you know, how does his butt look in these pants. The Fool isn't concerned about where's the next meal going to come from. You know, the Fool's just following their heart, man, and just in love with life and ready to start the Fool's journey, you know, through tarot, which is life. So, wow, let me know, Cancer, and look at the personal readings too, maybe, if you're interested in the tarot. And we have the links for those. Which are out for April and out for the second week of April now. So see what you find. But thank you, Cancers. And now I have Leos. And we're looking at April 2nd here. This is the Morning Quickies. And this is the artboard edition of the Morning Quickies, guys. Because the guy and mother closed the beach. So, let's listen to the birds coo. Very windy, rainy. So, the outdoor studio is like a major arcana is not entirely in our hands. Right, not entirely in our hands. Alright, Leo here. Something, or my Leo might watch a love relationship reading here. The 2nd of April. Love and light, only so it serves the highest good. What can we say? Couple times to be sure. I don't know, I just did it till it feels right. That's basically the answer to a lot of things, especially for fire signs. Just do what feels right. Okay. Here we go. Leo. 10 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So 10 of Swords, you're done. There's not only necessarily the energy of being hurt by someone like you discovered an affair. This could be the energy, I'm just done. You know, where you turn off the light switch and close the door and walk away, and you don't anymore even think about how come they didn't text and all that. You're just done. Let's see where you're at here. Yeah, you're done, because King of Pentacles don't play that shit. The King of Pentacles don't sit around and worry about did someone text him back. This is he or she. Yeah, it's royalty. They know their worth. They're strong in themselves. So this is you in around relationships here, Leo. And, you know, Leo, I think, is the most grounded fire sign and fixed. You know, and being sun is your Lord. I mean, God knows you guys are strong. And the King of Pentacles is strong. And, it adds to, you would be the king, of wands, but it adds stability to you, and it's really a great energy to go into relationships with. So, there's no downside. Let's see where we're at with the question. And then we bring in the High Priestess, very similar in earlier reading. And the way the High Priestess comes in here. And this, the balances I get, okay? We go to the outcome. Look, this really balances you and brings in to your fire and earth energy here, and the High Priestess, the water, seeking the unconscious advice, touching bases with the feelings, which that may have taken a minute, comes after the King of Pentacles, see, comes after. Because, anybody, you get the Ten of Swords, and if you're just done, you need a minute. You need to go into your Four Swords for a while and chill. But look, you didn't let it get you down. And now, not only are you strong, but you're bringing in wisdom and that balance. Tarot readings, looking at your astrology chart, looking at your place in life, like, why, the answer to why, The King of Pentacles doesn't concern himself about why. The High Priestess, he calls the High Priestess to him and says, High Priestess, why? She tells him. Chariot. Jeez, can't make it up. So, moving away. Are you not moving away? Are you not done with something here, Leos? You're done with something. And again, this is moving away in the best way. It's like you have checked it and rechecked it. You have aligned yourself. Your higher self is in alignment. You are emotionally in alignment with your strongest, best self here. You're coming in as this king. And now with the Chariot, whatever you're doing here, whether someone's coming to you or you're going to someone, because I gotta remind myself it's a love reading, because I see you're getting what you want at a very deep level. Like you're not you're wanting like that. If you're wanting, I think you are. I'm not gonna say if you're wanting that soulmate, and you're getting it, and it's like whether they come to you on an aeroplane or in a car, or tap you on the shoulder somewhere. They're coming in. They're coming in. You're bringing them in with this High Priestess. Maybe the king is saying to the High Priestess, "Bring me my queen. Don't go to the gender, doesn't matter. Bring me my queen." And here's the universe saying, "Here's your queen right here. There's your queen. She's hot too. Congratulations, Leo." Thank you. So that's the morning of the 2nd of April, and now we're going to do our favorite sign, Virgo. I have to say that even though Yas is not here. My best friend and my girlfriend's Virgos, so I have to say it. So I often like to say, I don't know, without Virgos there would be no world. It might be true. There's more Virgos than any other sign. I checked that several times. Yes, it's a fact. Look at when they're born, apparently in the Northern Hemisphere. Coochie time. It's January. You get the Virgos, man. So, God bless Virgos. See what we got for you guys. I'm a Virgo rising, so very strong in me. Particularly now I'm 60, so the rising sign gets stronger, and it's like I really resisted it. I was like, not Virgo, no. Got the Cancer moon, I'm fine with that. The Sag, not anything but Virgo. You need Virgo in your life, guys. Everyone needs Virgo in their life. Discernment. Can't live without discernment. So what can we discern from Spirit? Through the tarot for the 2nd of April for Virgo friends. There's your Virgo card right there, 3 of Pentacles. Hard work, could be collaboration, but hard work. Pentacles, this is your artisan, the one that's This is the dentist other dentists want to go to get their work done with, you know. This is the artist that the other artist admires, someone that loves what they do. So not necessarily talking about what you do, but it's a very good energy of really working on something well in whatever it is. And in this case, very well might mean you've been working on relationships, whatever that might mean for you. Let's see where you're at. With the Queen of Pentacles, I'd say you have, because the Queen of Pentacles isn't a Virgo card. No, what is, you know? So when we see this is you in and around relationships, and you're being yourself. You're being you. You're like, you say what you mean what you say. You're not uptight. You're not worried about the past. You're not worried about, you don't have any fear. You have a whole army around you. You know, you don't have fear, and particularly Queen of Pentacles, very grounded. She's also got a Venusian energy about her, so, you know, she could be, you know, have this abundance and warmth and everything too that comes with the Queen of Pentacles. It's a fantastic energy to have in and around relationships here, and you may have earned that, you know, like this is you making yourself into the best version of Virgo that you can be. Three of Cups. You know, I don't want to be cliche, I call it, with the readings, but this is like, why would you be watching a reading? Sometimes I look at this position, and it's just like you're thinking, either you're thinking someone cheated or they did, you know. Let's see, yeah. The outcome. Wow. Wow. So immediately just clarify the outcome of death. So either you're going to walk away or they're going to walk away, and it's a transformation. So, you know, it's a significant relationship. And so with you being this Queen of Pentacles, okay, Virgo, the Queen of Pentacles doesn't have insignificant relationships. She doesn't have, you know, one night stands, you know. She does probably has her head cut off the next morning and has it buried in a rose garden or something. But, you know, she doesn't play the fool, you know. That's not how it works. So probably you're walking, you know, or you're almost like you could say you're sending them packing. But the thing about the Two of Wands, you know, it's not so terrible. They're ready. It looks like it's a little bit of an adventure. It's a walkabout. You know, it's a little sober. You know, but it's a decisive action that is taken, and action brings the change. And this could be just changing from being coupled into being single. I hate to say Virgo, but that's, you know, and I got a feeling you already kind of know this. You're maybe in this Three of Cups. I mean, if there's any doubt from this tarot reading, you know, maybe go to the personals too and see what's there. They're up for the second week of April on our site. And we have April up, and consider a personal reading, or just, you know, trust yourself. Sometimes we know. We don't want to know, but we know, Virgo. So Libra, this is for the 2nd of April. This is the Morning Quickies here. This is the artboard edition because the guy mothers closed the beaches with rain and wind, but it's delicious wind, and being so hot here most of the time, we love it. But it's kind of hard to do tarot reading out there. So let's see what we have now for our Libra friends. This is for April 2nd. Okay. Love and light. Only so it serves the greatest good. What can Spirit say? Libra friends. Love and relationships. Something helpful for why Libra might be watching a Morning Quickie. Okay. One more time. Libras. I like the artboard. go with that King of Cups on the bottom. I think you can see pretty good here. He's pretty stern, emotional, but not soft. Because the King, that's maybe the difference between the King and the Queen. I mean, the Queen's not exactly soft, no, but she's softer than the King, and maybe the difference, and a little more of the divine feminine receptive energy here, more projective. So the only downside to the King of Cups, passive aggressive behavior, you know, something like that. Could be overly emotional, you know. Again, though, it's mostly going to be someone who's just emotionally available, but they're kind of firm. They're not a sponge or anything. It's good energy, you know. I'd say for Libra, it's knowing boundaries and stuff, and being emotionally aware and available. And wow, you are available because the Fool. I love it. And so you're kind of wide open here. So what's going on? The King of Cups. Is this your person? Not really sure, but it's emotionally available, emotionally strong, not afraid to be vulnerable was my last thought, and then the Fool. So one big thing about the Fool, there's vocabulary's not in the vulnerable's not in the Fool's vocabulary. So, you know, pretty wide open and starting the Fool's journey and all that, but in the position of how you're feeling around relationships, it's pretty wide open. And it's almost like, to me, I don't really see a person there. It's like you just being wide open and coming from this place of the King of Cups. And what's on your mind right now is a union and stability, and this is a happy family. I see the Four of Wands, but wands are actions, but I always see this as kind of the building of the happy family, the building of, it's like a verb. It's the act of creating a happy family and a secure home. And that's where you're at right now. And I think what's saying here is you're willing to take a chance. This two particularly say, I am willing to take a chance to get this happy home. I'm willing to take a risk to get this happy home. To build this happy home even. Like even you realize it's not like we're going to win it in a lotto and walk in with the key to a completely furnished home as a metaphor. It's something you just are willing to even take a risk and take a chance just for the opportunity to create a life with someone. Maybe this King of Cups here. Let's see what the outcome is. I'm going to clarify that. Knight of Swords. I talked a lot about creating this home and for this outcome here. And you see this Knight is riding in. You have these Five of Wands. This is that arguing and bickering. And they're not swords or wands. They're like play, fighting, and practicing. So these are young men, I guess, practicing to be knights. So here comes a real knight and shuts them down. And I think what this means is in the future, I think this is you, the King of Cups here. And I think with this Knight is your person. And there's this Five of Wands, I think, is not you guys. I think it's something outside you. It could involve children, custody issues, something like this, the obvious things, or in-laws. Sometimes there could be boundary issues, you know. Although the Knight of Swords would be one to clip that, to fix that, and that's what I think is happening. Your person could be an air sign here, Libra. And they're coming in, actively taking action to stop this quarreling. So I think that's what's happening here on this quickie for the weekend, first weekend in April, guys. Let me know, Libra, what you think of that. Thank you. And moving on to Scorpio on the 2nd of April. Scorpio doing the morning quickies here. This is the Artboard edition, because the beach's been closed by the great kind mother with wind and rain. So we welcome this kind of weather, but I wish I could be on the beach. But it's kind of nice and quiet here, and I love the artboard. It's got such good vibe, you know. It's like, well, people's creating on it. They're not really drawing up war plans on it or anything negative, so it's like just really cool. All right, let's see what we got for our Scorpio friends. 2nd of April. This is Morning Quickies Love reading. Let's see here what we got, guys. All right, let's see what the bottom of the deck is. The World. Boy, that's a heck of a start. Someone at the top of their game. Bull's been coming up a lot today, Scorpio. Someone at the top of their game, feeling like you're, you know, you could say feeling like you have the world by the tail. Kind of knowing with an overall energy, this kind of just knowing that you're operating at a new level, at a higher level. So yeah, that new cycle is kind of like you're in a different place than you were before. And it would be a place elevated in some way above where you were before. And then with the 10 of Pentacles, you know, very well could be financial here, feeling very secure. And very secure. Obviously open-minded enough to watch a tarot reading. I say it because it's like a banker or something, but when you have a 10 of Pentacles here, it's a great card to have. Being bountiful doesn't necessarily have to be coins. A lot of times, you know how everything works. It goes together when we're in this energy of the 10 of Pentacles and things are going good and our life's in control and we have enough here. Sometimes we also, other things come together, especially with this world energy, huh? Something's going very well. Let's see what's going on here in a transformation. So, in order to get to the world, you got to go through the transformation. It reminds me of that saying, the only way out is through. And you're certainly prepared. Let's see what this is about. There's Knight of Wands. Let me clarify your death card here. Justice. Okay. So, with death and justice, there's something left, like from the past, that just you have to take care of. And so it's probably not about finances. You know, it literally could be a divorce. Like maybe you've met this person and you're very excited about them. And with your outcome here, the Knight of Wands, you see the volcano. A very explosive, you might be a fire sign, younger, but Mars is action, and fire sign Mars is in astrology. But you would like this and want this, and you may have some sense of like, in order to get this, or in order to allow yourself to have this, in order to allow yourself to have this, you have to resolve this probably emotional 8th house issue around intimacy or something, if it's not directly about divorce. And it could be, well, both, guys. Damn. But the implication is here that you are doing this and you will do it, and you will have this exciting, you know, because when you're in 10 of Pentacles, what you don't have is the excitement, but you're okay. You're the world, you got your 10 of Pentacles. Hey, this comes to mind, you can't take it with you, guys. So get yourself a Knight of Wands and ride away into the volcanic sunset. That's a ride away with your lover into the volcanic sunset. But why not, you know? That's Sagittarius read, if there ever were one, guys. And speaking of Sagittarius, thank you, Scorpios. It's the Morning Quickies Sagittarius for the 2nd of April. And this is the Artboard edition, Sag. Okay, because the guy and mother closed the beaches with rain and wind. And so I like using the artboard. It's got the good vibes of creativity over many years. Josh's artboard. Kids used it. One of them things. Josh does a lot of art, jewelry making, and art. Always good vibes. I'll say that. Throw me a more support star. Jump out there with my controversial support of art boards everywhere. There we go. Sagittarius. I'm a full disclosure. Sag Sun, Jupiter, Mercury, and Mars. And, 4th house with Cancer moon. So all that Cancer flavor in there. Let's see what we got for Sag. Here we go. Boy, the wind's picking up out there, guys. Feels delicious, though. Okay. Bottom of the deck. 7 of Cups. Okay. Anywhere from being emotionally overwhelmed at the lower vibe, at the higher vibe, this is being emotionally wide open and feeling like you have all kind of opportunities, and but you're sort of like throwing the doors open emotionally, you know. Like I say, at the lower vibes could be confusion. Let's see what we're doing here. All right. Not going to be confusion with the Queen of Swords. If you think about what confusion, these two go together. This is you, how you are in the round relationships. Okay, Sag. And you're channeling your Queen of Swords energy. So mature, adulting, responsible, decisive. Usually we're famous for just spouting stuff off and all that, being too spontaneous, but usually we're not vicious or anything. I certainly don't see that with the 7 of Cups as the overall energy. But this is channeling the part of yourself that and knows boundaries and verbally can assert yourself. So in terms of a relationship, it's pretty good energy to come in with, you know. You see in this deck here the Gilded Royale, and you have the doves flying around. This queen doesn't want to slice you up into pieces. She just ain't going to play the fool, man. That's what she's about. Okay, and we're coming in with the High Priestess. This is like the 3rd time it's been in that position. What's going on? I feel a lot better today than yesterday, man. Yesterday was murder. So, with the High Priestess, again, I've seen, man, with the Queen of Swords, it's like really balancing out that energy that I just talked about. With now bringing in your emotional self, the sensitive. This is, the Queen of Swords calls the High Priestess and asks the High Priestess to give her spiritual advice. I mean, it's as simple as that. So you're bringing in your spiritual side right now, listening to tarot. All the things you're probably doing. Could be anything from praying to looking at your astrology and natal and your soul's path. And it's a really nice balance, you know. And I'm going to go back to the 7 of Cups for your overall energy. Let's see where we go with this. The outcome is we're literally going up with the Chariot. Oh my God. That's a bit uncanny. So because of this, because you balance yourself, you're being assertive, and if this is manifestation, okay, if you're a Sagittarius that is practicing, and you know what, I'll say the 7 of Cups could be manifestation. The 7 of Cups could be throwing your net out there into into the water and pulling it in and hoping that you get some fish with it, you know. Like I said, opening up. And then with the Queen of Swords and the High Priestess, what a pair, what a perfect pair here. To look, she's all coming together into the Queen of Swords and making her not only smart but wise, not only intelligent but wise, okay? Not only decisive and strong but tempered with compassion and wisdom. The High Priestess brings all of this and tremendous wisdom and spiritual insight. What better pair to manifest? And here comes your queen, metaphorically, male or female, or your king, but here they come with the Chariot, you know. And whether you're going to them or they're coming to you, or however it works, you're manifesting them. Second time I've seen this. Very similar energy, guys. I gotta look at the transits a little closer today, see what's going on. Okay, wow, powerful reading for my fellow Saggies, okay? Capricorn, thank you, Sag. Capricorn's here on the 2nd of April, full-on Aries season here. And let's see what we got for Capricorns. This is Morning Quickie, Artboard edition, I should say. It's a Weekend Quickie for the first weekend in April. Easter weekend, as it were. Wow. Too much symbolism there. Yep. Real New Year in astrology. We're in the beginning of the year, the cycle. It's kind of like Aries. Aries is the Fool. There you go. We're all going to be the Fool. Start the year off. If only it were that easy, we could just start off as a Fool, like clear the slates and be fresh and not drag any stuff from the past. Yeah, let's pray for that. All right, Spirit, what can you say here for our Capricorn friends? Love and light, so serves only the highest good. Love and relationships. Okay. Go with the Hierophant on the bottom of the deck. I'm not going to do the reversals. I don't mind doing reversals, but then I got to start always with a clean deck where I go through and check it, and I get like fetishy about it, and I don't like it, so I just don't do it. And if I don't do that, then I don't consider them a real reversal. I don't check my decks. Then if I did get a reversal, then it's like, whoa, that was meant to be. So the Page of Cups here with the Hierophant, what a difference. So your overall energy, very traditional, very steady. And then this is you now, guys, this Page of Cups. This is how you are in and around relationships. You could be a younger person, you know. Not sure what to make of the Hierophant here with you yet. Let's see why you're doing this. Wow, the Ten of Swords. So, you're offering your cup of love. I mean, you're certainly offering a cup of love, or you're sending a message, you know, offering a cup of love. This page, there's like a little bit of an uncertainty about the page. And it looks like right now with the Ten of Swords, I saw this earlier as being, I'm done walking away. But I don't know, just now I feel like with this one, especially with the Hierophant, maybe you felt like, maybe, I mean, this could be anything like this. You had a marriage and someone betrayed you, or you felt like you had something really strong with this person, with this Hierophant. And now with the Page of Cups, you really kind of gave yourself to them, offered your cup of love to them, and then they hurt you. Maybe they just said no. Yeah. And with the Death card, as they hurt you, maybe they just said no. And, you know, we get forced into transforming because you wanted to give your love to that person. It's when you're coming with this Hierophant energy, it's very strong, very insistent, kind of like that Taurus fixed, and they're just like absolutely killed it. And it's causing you to undergo a transformation here. That's going to take a while, and this is Sagittarius energy here, Capricorns. Yeah, it's going to take a while, and it's going to bring about like a lot of, I think by the time it's over, you're going to be back into more like your balanced, strong place, this Hierophant energy. And maybe the next time when you're here, you're going to be like the Knight of Cups instead of like a Page of Cups. And that's going to be your transformation. On the Page of Cups, because of this pain, you're going to become stronger, become even more balanced, and it's going to take time, but you're going to have patience. You're Capricorn. You can climb the mountain, and you're going to come back in your next reading, as it were. I was going to say next life. Next reading as a knight or a king or queen, you know, of cups, guys. That's what I'm thinking. All right, so thank you, guys, and we're going to do Aquarius now. This is for the 2nd of April, and hold on, and we're doing the Morning Quickies. Card turnaround. Love and light, so serves greatest good. What can we get for our Aquarius friends here? Might have a question about love. Looking at a Morning Quickie 4. I don't usually take the pop bounce, but I'm just going to take that one. Okay. It's your first card. 6 of Swords and the 7 of Swords, Aquarius. So this tells the tale in tarot of seriously walking away. The only thing about it, it would be a lot more straightforward if this was the 7 of Swords and that was the 6 of Swords. It seems a little backwards. It could imply that maybe someone walked away from you, and that's what's got you into this energy of having to think strategically. You know, so maybe this isn't, it's kind of like either about the cheating to simplify it in some way, or lying or betrayal or dishonesty and all that, you know, or it's about a strategic thinking, you know, and very active and strategic thinking, a self-interested thinking. Not to attach that any negativity. It's everyone else to do sometimes, part of life, right? So to be in that kind of energy, look, this is where you're at around relationships now. You're already in this energy of moving away. So really maybe where you're at right now is you're just right in the middle, are you, of kind of this whatever's going on. And you know, you might watch tarot readings for advice, but you don't, because you don't trust your person, you know, and likely you have a reason for it, you know. You're probably an intuitive person. You're watching readings and stuff, right? And the King of Swords. So this is you now. Look at all these swords, guys. Aquarius. And so this is Aquarius, you know, male or female, doesn't matter, right? It's just the masculine sword is going to be even more assertive, more likely to be domineering or just, you know, be a little more aggressive verbally. You know, it's the divine masculine, so projective rather than receptive energy. But also that's you, you know. It's like I see this sort of like response to this. It's like you, maybe this is you wanting to move away from this energy of suspicion and everything. And here you're just channeling this strong self, this King of Swords who, you know, the King of Swords is not going to sit around and worry about this and what's on their phone and did they or didn't they. And I think that's where you're going to here, maybe where you're at, maybe what this is about. And can be hopefully like where you're just like, I don't even think about you anymore, I'm done. You know, but I don't, you know, they might text or call or something, be like, I didn't. It's like, you know what? I don't even want to talk about it. I don't really care. I'm the King of Swords here. And the Queen of Cups. So that certainly seemed like when you have the Queen there with the King, this would be your person, again, male, female, and this would be someone, I think, a new person here, Maybe that's why you don't really care about their text, because now you have this Queen of Cups, which is a great match for you. It's like because maybe if you want to go into the universe and energy and everything, it's like because out of this you chose to take the high road, the higher mind, and to channel your stronger self, your higher self. You got a queen here, your match. But someone who's a water sign, maybe, strong water in their chart. If not, someone who's emotionally intelligent, available, compassionate, caring, wise, has a lot of wisdom about them, okay? Just in touch with their feelings. Gives great hugs. This is your person, okay, Aquarius? So thank you, guys. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe. I always forget to say. Like's easy, and it's good karma is the way I look at it. Okay, so this is for the 2nd, and we're doing Pisces now. 2nd of April, 2021, Pisces. Shuffle a little bit, get your energy on it. And Morning Quickies. This is the Artboard edition, Pisces. Because the guy and mother shut down the beach, so I have to do... It's got good energies, because it's just art done here. It's Yazda's artboard. And the kids, I can shuffle, I've done it before. Kids use it, to do art, and creativity. That's always positive, I think, pretty much. And I'll show you a little more, so. Let's see what we got in the name of light and love. So serves the greatest good. Holy Spirit have for Pisces, April 2nd. Morning Quickie. Takes longer to shuffle, I know. But you get the world. Look, it's worth the wait. It's like a slogan there. The world. It's worth the wait. And, but yeah, being in a nice place in life, some place where you feel like you've leveled up in some way. It can be anything from having graduated or moved into a new part of your career where you feel like you're at the top of your game, that kind of thing, or just feeling like you're in a new place. You kind of know things that you didn't know before. Let's see, and we got the King of Swords. Wow, you coming out with the King of Swords right out of the chute like that. Wow. Your stronger self, because I've never met a Pisces that wasn't very strong. I say, oh, Pisces is soft, and never met one. But this would imply you're, with the world, really channeling your stronger self. Very decisive and with boundaries, which, Pisces can lack. I'm a Sag, we're both mutable. But no, this is you. Maybe you've just gotten to that point where with the world, you're mature, and you don't play the games you used to play. And I don't know, King of Swords, like the Queen of Swords, is a no narcissism, no toxicity. They don't dwell and obsess and all of that. And they're just straightforward, and what you see is what you get. Really good energy to go into a relationship with, so it's looking good. And then look, your queen. Gotta be your queen. But this is where your mind is at now, Pisces. So maybe you're looking for your queen, and it's not, you could be a woman looking for her king, as it were. But what that means is you're looking for someone who's kind of like your equal, and both of these can be very practically minded. They're not pie in the sky energies. And they're both going to be mature people, like the world here, who've reached this level of maturity and with your outcome. So in the near future, as your outcome here with the Eight of Wands is like super positive card. You can kind of see it when you look at it. And I think if you haven't found this person yet, it's like you're going to, and there's going to be a lot of talk going back and forth, a lot of texting. And I think what's going to be happening is you guys are just discovering each other here, Pisces. And it's going to be like this is all the way from sexual to, soulmate, over the top, just, full energy, falling into love for both of you, I think, here is what's going on. And, like to where your friends around you, both of you are going to probably be concerned because you're just going to, once you two sort of like connect, it's just going to be like this chemical reaction that's unstoppable, let's say. Okay? Thank you guys. Like, share, subscribe. Like is easy and good karma, which I know Pisces understands karma, right? And we'll see you next time, guys.